didn't dare move at all. 100-meter cliff was right behind me. One slip down would mean being smashed to pieces. I dug my fingers desperately into the ground, but the sand was too loose, couldn't grip anything. My body slid down bit by bit. My hands became completely useless. I could only use my face to scrape against the ground as a brake. This barely stopped me. Just then, my phone rang in the backpack. That sound was like a death knell. Answer it or not. If it was my wife calling, not answering would be worse than falling off the cliff. But if I lifted my hand, my body would slide down the cliff. I could only press my face firmly against the ground, switch to the other hand to reach. My fingertip finally touched the phone, but then... I was completely stuck at the cliff edge. Below were pitch black and sharp rocks. 2 hours passed. My body and mind were about to collapse, but I kept muttering to myself. Actually, I was counting the cycle of waves hitting the rocks. I could only take a gamble. If I could use the seawater as cushion, maybe there was still a chance. The moment the countdown finished, I let go. My body fell. I dropped into the sea, but the water was too shallow. My hips slammed hard against the rocks. The pain made everything go black. I nearly passed out. I gritted my teeth, struggled to silence. When I gasped that first breath of air, I knew I was still alive. But this was the real test. After reaching shore, I checked my body. My hand had a cut. Didn't seem too serious, but as soon as I stood up, when I came to, my head had another wound. But this still wasn't the worst part. Because of hitting my waist when I fell into water, my legs had lost all feeling. Just then, I remembered I hadn't returned my wife's call. I pulled out my phone from the bag, but the screen had water damage. No matter how I pressed, completely no response. Now I was really finished.